So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in the studio. Good to have you here today. We're going to learn a few things you can do today if you want to take action. Now, this obviously is action-taking time of the year. That's why I'm here. And in January, we always kind of go down this road. We get a ton of people that come in. Y'all been gone, too. Y'all really goofed off this year. I'm just saying. It was around, I think it was around just before Thanksgiving. Y'all disappeared. It was crazy. Everybody just went away. And now, boom, you're all back. So let's get into action. Let's get things done. Let's make 2024 an amazing year. It is going to be an interesting year. It's an election year. It's always an interesting year. A lot of propaganda, a lot of misinformation, disinformation, all that stuff is going to be out there. They call it marketing, right? It's all going to be out there. It's going to drive you crazy. And a lot of people are going to kind of curl up and go away and like, oh, man, I can't wait till it's over. What am I going to do? Well, the truth is, it's really actually pretty good. You can do a lot. When there's action, action generates, or activity generates activity. Even though it might not be what you like, if it's buzzing, you can get in the buzz and you can do all kinds of things with that. So let's make it a really good year. How's that? It is a Data Boost. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. If you're on the audio today, I think I mentioned yesterday, we're also doing YouTube this week. Kind of fun stuff. I had a wild hair today and I said, you know what? Let me just record myself recording myself. Let's just do that. And let's make some shows and put it up there and see what happens. If you're on YouTube, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. If you like it, I'll do it again. How's that? Data Boost Podcast on YouTube. Perfect Week Planner. I'll talk about it this week, and then you'll have to find it yourself. Just go to perfectweekplanner.com. Check it out. It's a simple PDF. Do me one favor. Trust me on this one, okay? When you get it, when you look at it, it's going to be so simple. And you might not understand some of how it works because there's some kind of inside stuff that has to do with the homework assignment I give you on a Monday. If you don't understand it and the concept and theory behind this very simple mechanism, which is being redone right now, by the way, to make it even better. And if you get this one, I'll send you that one too. If you don't understand it, it's not going to be effective for you. So download it, look at it, watch the video that I gave you so you understand how it works. It'll change your life, I promise you. I was at my dentist a month or so ago, and she was scheduling my cleaning, which is, 6 months away? And she goes, do you need to get your calendar out? Because we need to set an appointment. I said, no. Because you don't have to look at your calendar. It's 6 months away. You don't know? I said, Yeah, I don't. I said, anytime Monday, anytime Friday, most time Thursday, most of the times Tuesday, and not on Wednesday at all. She said, how do you know that? I said, well, I went to perfectweekplanner.com and telling you it works. So 4 steps to getting what you want. And most importantly, and more importantly, and incredibly essential in knowing how to keep it. How do we do that? So creating a difference in your life, it's a nonstop process. If you're in that mode where you're thinking, when am I going to get there? Oh, I'm working so hard. When am I going to get what I want? You will. But as soon as you do, there's more. It's always changing. One of the very first things I learned when I was growing up was it's kind of hard to do. Why do people make it so difficult? And I finally realized, well, just people make things really difficult. Also, people make it very easy. People just make everything. Everything in life comes down to people and money. I figured that out a long time ago. And then I figured out that when I worked really hard and I hit the top in whatever I was doing, the reward was I got more because it was kind of crazy. It's like when you get really successful at anything, people want you to do it more. Well, I just want to back off and retire. Why? You just got popular. So it's a never-ending, nonstop process. As soon as you hit one goal, you're going to refine and go to the next. You're going to keep changing all along the way. It requires some simple actions to help you get what you want for sure. And it is, after all, getting what you want, the goal of life, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, you were born. You're going to want some things. You should go after them. Why not? We got freedom, particularly in this country, in America. Don't know how much longer we have. It's not saying anything politically. It's just democracies have a tendency to change over time. But for now, we really can get whatever we want. But the truth is, no matter where you live, you can probably get what you want if you're just, living on a farm, thinking and controlling your mind, right? So how do you go through these steps to get what you want? Well, the first step that we're going to talk about here is something called decision. You need to decide. Everything's on the D side today. I'm going to put one C in there, but everything else at the D side. Easy to remember, right? Decide. Everything begins with a decision to head off in a new direction. And sometimes you're going to feel like you haven't made a decision and you're going to be kind of wandering around. That happens. And listen, wandering is okay in some instances. Like Zig Ziglar said, you don't want to be a wandering generality. You want to be a meaningful specific. He's absolutely right. But like when I ride my motorcycle, I have a Road King, a Harley Road King. I used to have all the other big touring bikes with all the GPS stuff on them. Got rid of it. You know why? Because I didn't want to know where I was. I had a motorcycle ride. I just want to go out for the day. Well, Scott, what do you do when you actually need a GPS? Well, I've got one on my phone, don't I? I want to be a wandering generality. Sometimes that's perfect. Some days when you're done, you just want to do nothing and wander around. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to get something done, you got to decide to do it, including deciding to wander around. Decision making. It's your most powerful tool. Get good at decision making, get good at everything. Define. So we decide and then we define. Aimless wandering, like I just mentioned, is fun, but God, it's not going to work unless that's your plan for the day. Otherwise, it's frustrating. It's exhausting. It takes place more than you think. You got to define your path and you walk your path. So we're going to decide to do it. I told you I put a C in there, right? Going to decide, and then we're going to commit. The commitment is everything. When you finally commit, you hit that point of no return. In business, it's certainly, there's ample proof that when you decide and you commit to something, there is a point where you have a point of no return, and you got to go all in. So decision will do that for you. It's easier when you define exactly what you're going to be doing. And truthfully, it's really difficult to define everything in the beginning. Why? Because you've never been there before. It's kind of foolish to think that you could project a plan that's 5 years long and know exactly what it's supposed to be in 5 years. You're going to be different tomorrow. The very minute you make that decision to change, go in a different direction, you're going to change. So it's foolish to do that. So we decide, and then we define to the best of our ability to make it happen. Thirdly,
did you know Lululemon's iconic Flow Y bra also comes in tank top styles and even a dress? Now in new fun summer colors, Flow Y brings a racerback shape to streamline styles you can wear anywhere. Our buttery soft Nulu fabric feels nearly weightless, with sweat-wicking 4-way stretch for comfort you'll want to keep on after practice. Flow freely, on and off the mat with light support and refined design. Shop Flow Y now at Lululemon.com.
Deploy. Decide, define, deploy. Kind of sounds dull, doesn't it? Putting your plan into action, deploy it. But it's the only way you get what you want. If you don't deploy, you don't get. I cannot tell you the number of times I've done this show a long time. I've done this show. We're in our 18th season now. And I have people now that have come back and they'll check in with me on a boost coaching call or something like that. I've talked to them 10, 15 years ago, and they never deployed. And they're getting back on the call to get the motivation to go do the thing they've been trying to get the motivation to do for 15 years. Now, I don't have the ability to motivate you. That's up to you. I can give you some ideas. You've got to intrinsically motivate yourself to go after it. But I'm telling you, I've seen it firsthand hundreds of times. All the excitement, all the goals, everything they want, so pumped up, so ready to go, and never deployed it, never put it into action. It's a shame. It's sad. Doesn't make me feel good. We don't want to do that, do we? Decide, define, deploy. We toss that C in there, that commitment, right? What's the final one? Well, it's what we do on Mondays when I ask you, have you done your homework? It's defend. Because after working so hard and grinding it out to get what you want, you can guarantee that somebody or something eventually is going to try to take those results away from you, even if it just happens because the weather changed. It's going to happen. Change is the only constant that we have in life. It's going to happen. It's not good or bad. That's just life. When you find what you love, defend it so you never lose it. Decide, define, deploy, defend, and the big C, commitment, in there as well. All out of order, but you can use it wherever you want to. How's that? All right, coming up tomorrow, say yes to yourself more this year. It's a very simple way to say yes to yourself, but yes is a long word. It's 3 letters. It is. But it's hard to say that because the other word, the one that really gets you there, is so easy to say, but you don't say it enough. You're trying the hard thing. The 3-letter word. We need a 2-letter word to get you to say yes, okay? Follow along. It's coming up tomorrow. Go to perfectweekplanner.com, get my planner, download it, watch the video, make sure you know how to use it. It'll change your life. And also see you on Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. I'm hanging out over there. Come meet the gang and say hello. We'd love to know what you're up to these days. See you tomorrow.